Hi, I'm Kathy Dodson.
And I'm Jocelyn Lindsay. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Indie Insights, publishing tips and tricks in 5 minutes because we're cutting through the clutter so you can spend more time creating and less time fretting.
That's right. And today we're talking about critique partners and beta readers. And the definitions about what these are change with each author, but we're going to explain what they mean to us. So, to us, critique partners are generally other writers with whom you exchange work. You may trade pages week to week or entire novels. I meet with two critique partners every other week. We review each other's pages, and on the weeks in between, each person submits up to 30 pages. Importantly, both writers are of a similar skill level and write in the same genre that I do, and we help each other make our novels better.
Yeah. And, like on the other hand, for me right now, for my writing, I'm not currently meeting with critique partners. I have in the past, but that's just not something I'm using right now.
Such a great point, and you don't have to use them. I find them very helpful, but genre is super critical when you're talking about critique partners. If you write romance and your critique partner writes military science fiction, it's likely you will not know enough about each other's genres to be good partners and to help each other make your novel better.
Yeah, and I see that happen a lot because writers are so often just looking for critique partner. They're not looking for specific genre critique partner. And I've ended up in groups in the past where I've been with people who don't know enough about my genre, or I didn't know enough about their genre to be really any help. And sometimes when that happens and a critique partnership is not going well, you probably are going to want to get out of it because you shouldn't be staying in a critique partner relationship that's not working, especially it's not working out for you, but that's not you helping other people, because that's really the definition of a critique partnership. And if you find yourself in a partnership with people who, you know, are mean or abusive or just, unhelpful, definitely don't stay in it, because writing is way too hard and life is way too short to stay in something like that.
Yeah, don't stay with anybody who takes your confidence away.
Yeah.
So let's move on to beta readers. Beta readers generally read a finished novel. While there are times and specific reasons you might want beta readers to be other writers, what you're really looking for in a beta reader is somebody who reads heavily in your genre.
Yeah. And while I'm not using critique partners right now, I am really focused on beta readers. I currently have 5 wonderful readers, and they all match my ideal reader profile, which is really important because they're getting my book at a time when I want to see how is it hitting with the people who are going to be reading it. And my beta readers, instead of focusing on more technical or more down in the writing aspect of what I'm writing, they're focusing on bigger questions like, when did they get bored? When did they put the book down? If they put it down, where did they put it down? Do they want to keep following the characters? Did they find the characters interesting? Was there something in the novel that just didn't make sense? Or was the novel ending satisfying? These are like the big things that you want to know about before you publish your book, and ideal readers are the perfect people to tell you that.
Right. And similar to when critique partners don't work out, learn which information from beta readers is useful and which you should ignore. Honest impressions are one thing. Someone telling you how you should completely change your story if they're a beta reader is something completely different. And when with experience, you get better at learning which comments to incorporate and which to ignore. But also, if beta readers are telling you the same thing over and over again, you really should take a look at that.
Yeah, really, really take a listen to it. But if somebody's telling you that they didn't like the protagonist because they weren't a plumber, then maybe there's something really not working, and I've had that happen. So yeah. So while you're here, if you could please hit subscribe. We don't know specifically who you are, but when you subscribe, we know you're out there and you're finding our information useful, and it encourages us to just keep going. So once you hit subscribe, get back out there and get writing again. Thanks for being here. Bye.